Hello everyone, and welcome to today's first Inspirational Wednesday video. Today's inspiration I found on Pinterest, and I have a picture here of said card. So I will try to also remember to link it down below. I wanted to change the card up a little bit. I thought it was super cute, but I wanted to make it a little smaller and turn it into a shaker card. So that's what we're going to do today. So I got most of my stuff prepped and ready to go. We're going to be using Lawn Fawn stamps, as well as Doodlebug sequins and some Doodlebug paper. Now I decided to make my card a side folding card. And this is actually a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 size card. I thought it was a really cute size. I also have some purple cardstock. This is just something I had in my stash. But it is a basil cardstock, and it's called Concord Grape. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our dies here. These are some Spellbinders candy corn dies. And I already have them ready to go. Like I said, I did a lot of this prep work beforehand. And we're just going to decide, oops, not on the card base, decide where we want it. And I think I like it right there. So we're going to stick that down, and I'm going to grab my grand caliber as well as the cutting plates and put that out. I apologize if it's shaky. My table is a little wobbly. But since the camera's on there, it shouldn't wobble too much, right? Alright. Just set this on the floor. Okay, so now we have perfect placement for our perfect placement and where the whole stuff are. And you can use either the textured side or the non-textured side, and I decided to use the non-textured side this time. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, now we're going to take, get my 3D foam out, but I forgot to grab my backing. We're going to use this acetate. This is just something I've had for a while. Sorry. Where did I get this? I believe I found this at Joann's. I don't think they have any more. I could be wrong. Oh. Okay. So we're going to get another sheet. Sorry about that. I had completely forgotten about this. And you don't need very big, and you don't even need to cut it down to the full size of the of your paper. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over and kind of eyeball size-wise. Actually, I did that the wrong way. There we go. And make a little mark, because it's not going to be seen, as to where I want to cut it. Okay. And normally I would take my paper trimmer to this, but I'm just going to use some scissors since it's just a small area. And you know what I just realized? I don't have any light other than what's coming through my back window. So let me flip up my lights here. There we go. Okay. Set that aside. Again, line it up, make sure that it fits, and it fits perfectly. Of course, it would help if you could see it, right? Okay. Now there is a protective backing, and what we're going to do is we're going to stick that side after we remove it. Well, there's supposed to be. Maybe there's not. Well, there was on the other sheet. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is not working. Where is the protective piece? Let's see. Aha. I got a little bit of it up right here. Aha. Okay. Let's go ahead and snip this little corner off, just because now it won't lay flat. Okay. I'm going to take my super thin sticky tape. So I use the score tape. Actually, I have some red line. Let's use some of that. I need to use that up. Of course, now it's a matter of finding it. Okay. I don't care for the red line as much just because that paper gets stuck to you, but that's okay. So we're going to put it all the way around as well as in between here. And it's okay if it goes a little bit over where you're actually going to have it, because it's all going to get foam taped down anyways, right? Okay. So like I said, I came across this one day. I thought it was such a super cute card, and I thought it would make a really adorable shaker. So I knew that, you know, this was my inspiration for this month, or this week. Okay, and it doesn't matter how close you get, because again, this is just going to hold down our acetate piece. You can use overhead projector sheets. Drawing a blank on what their name is. I have some somewhere. Transparency sheets. There we go. I just couldn't find them, and of course now that I've done this video, I will, right? That's usually how that works. But you can find them sometimes at Goodwill. That's where I found mine. Although, I did find a whole bunch there one time. It was a huge box, and it was really full. But I dropped the box, and so it opened up and some of them slid out a little bit. And they all had writing on them, and I put them back thinking that, you know, I couldn't use them. And then, of course, after I got home, I realized that, you know, I might have been able to get it off. So I don't know. So you can always try. I would assume maybe rubbing alcohol, because they were just from a printer. So I would assume, I don't know. But always check the boxes first. I mean, I would have been really upset. Granted, it was Goodwill, so I think the box was like $3.99. I would have been a little bummed, you know, to have all of those and then not be able to do anything with them. So always check the boxes first. But if you do get some and it has writing on it, let me know what you use to get it off, if you do get it off or choose to go that route. Because I would think that like maybe rubbing alcohol would take the ink off, unless it's, you know, like a laser printer. But then again, I would also think that inkjet might smear. But I also look at transparencies as being kind of like if you had really glossy photo paper. So, you know, babbling, sorry. Okay, oops. Let's get that piece off. Alright, so we're going to lay with the protective side down. That way we don't have little fingerprints in our image here. And like I said, you don't have to do the whole thing. You could actually cut some of this off if you wanted. I'm just going to leave it there for now. Alright. Okay, so now we've got our transparent, there you go, you can see, overlay. And I have some 3M foam tape, and I just found a whole bunch of small stuff. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it to size, but we're also going to cut off each section, so each section will be a little shaker. So we're going to start with the long sides. You want to line it up as close as you can get. Not too close, because you obviously don't want the foam being seen like mine is now. But that's the nice thing about being on the plastic transparency, is you can pull it off and redo it. So let's move that out just a bit. There we go. There. I am right next to the edge of the card, so I'm going to actually cut up at a bit of an angle right there, and then we'll just add a little piece here. Cut that in half. Ouch. We're also going to layer them. Do 2 layers of this tape. Now I'm not worried about the gap at the moment because I'm using pretty big pieces, so it's not going to necessarily fall out. But if you were using glitter, I would definitely make sure that every little hole was covered up. Alright. That's a little big. So I take the backing off. I'm sorry guys, I'm probably off camera. I moved my camera and I couldn't seem to get it back where I need it. Okay, now for the bottom here, we're going to just kind of eyeball it. But it's thinner, so we are going to cut this into thinner strips. And again, right up to it, and snip that off. And we'll cut it again so that we can get another nice thin, ouch, strip. Now normally I would use longer scissors, but my other scissors are out in the living room. And I didn't realize that till I started, cutting. Okay, remember to take off the backing. I can't seem to remember to do that. All right. Line that up. Squish down. Snip. And then the pieces left over here, you can actually use to cover up the hole here at the top. So remove the backing. All right. Now we're going to take another big piece. I'm going to lay it down here on top. Line it up as best you can again without going over. And snip. This will just give the stuff a little room to shake, hopefully. Keyword. And, oops, I don't know what I'm doing, I guess. Take this, line it up. Okay. I'm also going to take my embossing buddy and just kind of remove some of the sticky on the side, so hopefully the sequins and stuff won't stick. And I'm going to kind of clean that up a bit. At least try to get all the powder off to one side. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my garbage. Now for the backing, I am using this Doodlebug paper, and it's got little candy corns on it. I thought that would be really cute. I'm also using the Doodlebug sequins in white, yellow, and orange, as well as some stamps from Lawn Fawn's, whoops, where'd it go? Spooktacular stamp set, and I also use the dies to cut them out. So just these 3 little candies right there, and I have them separated here in orange, yellow, and white. I thought it'd be fun to throw some of them in there. Oh, I know what I did forget to do. Why didn't you guys remind me? Need to put this in between so we can have the right sections and double layer it too. Okay, so let's move this. I think that piece is actually, it's a little off. Let's see if we can adjust it so it's a little more centered. Nope, too big. This piece is a little thinner, so this should work out perfectly. Right? Oh yes, much, much better. Except for this piece up here, which is I had it at too much of an angle. There we go. Okay. It's not a true video of mine unless something or everything goes wrong, right? That's okay. This one too is a little bit wide, and that's okay because we can just, ouch, trim it down or directly in half. Well, so far this week I'm, you know, goofy video for goofy video. Okay. And this is still too big. So let's see, we can use these 2 skinny pieces for now. Let's take the backing off them right now so I don't forget later. And then we have this piece that we can use on top. Okay. Now, let's fill it. So, candy corn. So, it's kind of small, so I think we might actually just do sequins in the top part. And then yellow in the bottom. And just a couple, 2 oranges, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I can add more if I want. So these are just the small little, like the little sample doodlebug things. I wanted to try them out first to see if I'd even like to make a shaker card. And I really do. I enjoy making shaker cards. So at some point I will get more. So we're going to lay this right over and flip it. See how we like it. Yeah, because then you can still see everything on the inside. And that's what I wanted. So, oops. Alright, so let's remove the backing. Actually, I think I will add 2 of these candies in here and in the back. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and lay this piece down since I get this last bit of backing off. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Okay, and now everything is nice, and so you got a cute little shaker there. And we're going to go ahead and take some more of this foam. Thankfully, I have one of the big things right here on the floor next to me with a bunch of scraps on it. So I can actually double this up as well. Now, I know that a lot of people have been ordering their giant 3M rolls off of like Amazon, but I actually found mine. I found this monstrous thing at Office Depot, and I think it was only like $30-something. So it was still a really good price, or at least what I was willing to pay, and I didn't have to wait for shipping. Even with Prime, I didn't have to wait or pay it. So I would definitely, you know, recommend checking out Office Depot to find the 3M foam tape if that's what you're looking for. And we're just going to go ahead and put a couple of pieces of red line on top of the back paper. And stick this one right there. Just to help keep it sturdy. Well, this was supposed to be a quick video. I guess I didn't prep as well as I thought I had. And I did just realize I forgot to put a stamp on the front. That's okay. Got enough foam there. I think it'll work. So we're going to take our card base and we're going to peel off all of the backing. Look. And we're going to stand it up so that it lines up perfectly. Well, as best as we can get it. And there we go. We have a fun little shaker card. And we're going to go ahead and use our VersaMagic, or excuse me, VersaFine Black Onyx ink. This is a sentiment stamp from the same stamp set from Lawn Fawn. Just going to kind of wiggle that around a bit. Yeah. Looks good. I clean off my stamp here. And that's it. We're not really going to do anything on the inside. I just wanted to do the shaker. And if I thought about it, I probably would have rounded the corners. But since I have all that foam in there, I'm not going to worry about doing it now. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully my next video will actually be better and on the ball. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. And we'll see you again later. Bye. Happy crafting.